Trigger, Count, we've received official confirmation about what we're supposed to do with you. The company commander has made it clear he'd like you both to officially join our squadron. This is an unprecedented move. Seems like you've got some people looking out for you. Still, I think it's because of how you've conducted yourselves. I believe you'll be an asset to us. Okay, it's time for your briefing. For a long time, our counteroffensive has been overpowered by the Erusian drone's auto-intercept system. If a craft enters their airspace and doesn't respond to their IFF, drones automatically take off and move to intercept their target. However, we've discovered that the intercept system has a blind spot. We've acquired this valuable information by sending our other squadrons on dangerous missions to scout the whole area and initiate combat. Of all the pilots assigned to us, only 2 managed to survive the mission. If we don't act now, before the enemy can fill in the blind spot, those pilots will have sacrificed themselves for nothing. So, we've been ordered to carry out a long-range strategic strike. Operating separately from the main forces as the Long-Range Strategic Strike Group, we've been developing a strategy in secret. Cyclops Squadron and Strider Squadron will sortie deep into the Erusian territory and will be carrying out specialized long-range attack strategies. You will carve your way through the territory from the north to the capital of Farbanti, attacking important targets along the way. The first operation will involve striking the enemy's main naval force, the Njord Fleet, which is gathered in northern Usea. We've known for some time that there's a large supply base utilized by the enemy fleet in the waters around Snyder's Top. At present, the enemy fleet is concentrated there. Naturally, they intend to attack eastern Usea, where the Ostian forces are stationed. If we can surprise the enemy with a long-range attack, we could potentially do devastating damage to them. Still, it's highly likely that their advanced fleet are prepared and have started to move, so combat with the enemy fleet is probably unavoidable. We've verified the existence of a large supply base in the sea, as well as a medium-sized one in a valley by an estuary. It's a wide operation area, and there are a number of places you can expect large-scale combat, so we've set up a return line for replenishing supplies. Use it proactively. Anytime you feel the need to stock up on ammo or make repairs to your craft, it's there. While aircraft and ammo can be replaced, the lives of our pilots cannot. We don't want any casualties out there. Remember that. The counterattack has begun. Brace yourselves.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. Sortie ASAP.
Your first mission is to refuel midair. I'll provide you with instructions, so follow my lead. 1,500 meters to tanker. Bank right. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 meters. You have permission to access the refueling tanker. That's some nice flying, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Trigger, call sign is Strider 1. You will be leading Strider Squadron. Count. You'll be Cyclops 2. You'll be under Cyclops 1.
Sorry, but I'm gonna eat while I work. My judgment goes fuzzy when I'm too hungry.
How can you talk about food? Trigger, how come you're number 1 and I'm stuck as number 2? Oh well, I guess I can let it slide for now.
And we're just supposed to follow you? I heard you're spectacular, Captain. At least with your last squadron.
I don't want you slowing us down out there.
Strider 1, head back to the return line if you need repairs or fuel. Aircrafts need to eat too in order to be effective.
Half of us are resupplying. We need time.
We're near the Valley platform.
Damn it! They caught us getting ready to deploy. Hurry it up!
Strider 3, engaging. Cyclops 3, engaging.
Cyclops 4, engaging.
We're supposed to smash up that whole thing?
That'd be a tall order. Just destroy the boats, aircraft, and AA weaponry.
Nah, let's do what the chick said. Whoa!
Roger.
Maintain in my sights. Lock on.
Fox 2. Bullseye! Target has been destroyed.
Impressive.
Mass damper destroyed.
I went for the structural reinforcements. They're small, but not impossible to hit.
I've sent the data. Make like wise men and serve up a sandwich.
Righto. Copy. Roger.
Loss of the platform was not anticipated. Without this base, we'll have to rethink our whole strategy.
Locked on. Enemy's got a lock.
Missile inbound! Evade!
Strider 1, watch that enemy on your tail.
Clear for emergency launch. Tugboats separated. Full speed ahead. Get off!
Platform perks confirmed. You just put the meat in between those buns and that burger is well done.
Were we serving a sandwich?
I'm happy to eat both.
Whatever you say, man.
Hostile has a lock.
Target locked.
Break! We're sitting ducks and we're together like this.
You actually think you could hit me?
Cyclops 2, Fox 2.
Aim for the joints.
Disengage from the mooring. Shove off. Hurry! We can't afford to be targeted right now!
Strider 1, package away.
We have to break! Break!
Okay, we need a pinpoint hit on the platform support section. Aim true.
I'm the chef this time.
Stop any more damage to the base. Overwhelm them with our superior numbers.
Where's that missile?
They shot down one of us.
Locked on Bandit.
The platform is under attack. Launch the helicopters and the ships at once. Enemy attack struck me. We have to protect the airspace above this valley. Missile! Evading!
Strider 1, missile launched. Platform perch confirmed.
Target down and out. We've lost 30% of the platform. Get your act together. We can't afford to take any more damage.
A third of the air defenses have been eliminated. Stay cool. Keep piling on the heat.
Bandit has launched missile.
The platform is taking heavy fire. Heading to its aid. All ships, full speed ahead.
Strider 1, enemy is locked on. Over half the enemy's fleet is destroyed. Just keep hitting them, so there'll be less anti-aircraft fire to worry about.
Locked on Bandit.
Evacuate all non-combatants.
Target hit.
We've already taken out half of the platform.
Cyclops 2, stop fluttering about and stay glued to my ass.
Stop treating me like a newborn chick. I've shot down my fair share of enemies.
They must be up to something.
Chirp, 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 little chick. Just stick with your mother head, and you'll get back to the roost safe and sound. Enemy has a lock on me.
We'll keep the defenses busy. Use this chance to knock out the platform.
Locked on, you're mine.
Missile away.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
If they come in low, push them up higher so we can shoot them down.
They picked a hell of a spot to build the
We
place.
lost 60% of our air defense weaponry. We can't hold out much longer. Call for help ASAP.
That's what I would do. Bandit has a lock. Cyclops 3, Fox 2.
Shoot them down when they climb. Got it?
On Bandit.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
Use this chaos to your advantage. The enemy will hesitate to fire if you keep one of them close.
Nice shot. Joint section destroyed.
The platform has lost most of its anti-air capabilities. Time to stick a fork in it.
All right.
Watch your altitude. Going too high will invite missile fire. Attack missed.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
We got heavy damage. Clear out all non-military personnel.
Enemy has a lock on you. Target destroyed. Chaff and flares are running low.
Cyclops 2, break! Break now!
The platform has been destroyed. Didn't think it would go this well. Nice work, team.
Go easy on the praise. The helmets are tight enough already.
Strider 3. Man, how long have you been under this guy? Must be a pain.
Count, this mother hen plans to keep you alive for a long time, so get used to it.
What a pain in the ass.
It's no use. We've lost all our air defenses.
Trigger, what are the marks on your plane? 3 lines. Scratches?
I don't like them. They're like sin lines. What are those? Nothing.
Cyclops 4, enemy on your tail.
What? We've lost the entire fleet? I'll need to inform headquarters to watch out for planes bearing that emblem.
Frigate confirmed destroyed. We have visual confirmation of the enemy fleet. You're cleared to engage.
We'll go. Let's go.
Enemy Aegis vessel intercepting incoming missiles with their Sea Whiz. Counteract Sea Whiz with a low approach or use missiles outside intercept range.
All ships, prepare for anti-air combat. Swat any dumbass that flies near our fleet.
They're already firing. They think they can hit us.
Make a low approach or dive to avoid their fire when you move in.
The enemy has lost 30% of their fleet. If you don't stay sharp, you'll be hitting Davy Jones. They're giving us all they've got. Slip through that fire. Keep hitting and running.
Got it.
Enemy aircraft is launched. Engage it. Aegis vessel Fred is sunk.
I think we've sunk most of the enemy fleet, but I can't tell because of all the smoke.
Cyclops 2, stay sharp. Half of the enemies are still around. Work by the numbers, Cal.
No enemy bases are close enough to strike our supply lines.
Cyclones 4, they
Totally too far away, like a flock of snowbirds. There's another one incoming.
Look at him go.
Activate the
Destroyer sunk.
Send out a signal and wait for rescue. Lost engine control.
Keep your eyes peeled, Trigger. You never know when that experimental squadron might show up.
Jaeger, he knows that better than anyone. He's one of the few with the skills to face Mr. X and live to tell.
That ain't funny.
They're after you, Strider 1.
Locked on, you're mine.
The opposition is weakening. Time to finish them off.
Strider 1, missile away.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Damn it! They act like they own the skies.
Missile.
I've been spiked.
Missile.
Behind you. Enemy on your tail.
One of the new recruits talks a lot. Swears a lot, too.
Resupply.
That girl swears more than me.
It's not just the swearing.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
It's not just the swearing either. She's got quick fists, too.
I thought you'd say that.
Is Jaeger teaching our hatchling how to fly?
Hey, knock that off, would you? Okay, I've got a story for you. It's about a great war hero. There was once an Erusian ace known as the King of the Skies. Every pilot he faced in training said pretty much the same thing. Scary. They knew the true fear that an animal feels when it is being hunted by a predator. What about people who face them in an actual dogfight? No pilot came back alive. I'm not sure I buy that.
No rounds ready to fire. We've lost 80% of our fleet. We can't do any more. Prepare the lifeboat. We should have had the strategic advantage. Just who are these guys? Enemy missile chasing me. Fjord has heavy damage. Catapults are no longer working. We'll go down. We have to retreat.
Nice job out there. I guess the rumors we heard about you were true.
Damn. Why can't that experimental squadron show up here? You might as well be praying to the heavens. Now get out there and shoot it down yourself.
Trigger's one of the pilots who's been up against the demon in that experimental squadron. Chased him off solo, too, since support ran off. I was there myself. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for Trigger. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, well, I wish I'd been there too.
3 minutes remaining.
If you were one of those escorts that flew off, you should watch your back.
Enemy fleet has been neutralized. You guys just downed some serious firepower.
It was a piece of cake.
It's nice to have some fresh talent we can count on.
Target destroyed.
Target acquired.
In gun range. Strider 1, target destroyed. We've put quite a dent in their naval power. The results are better than expected.
We still have more time. Don't let up. Knock them down for good.
Come on, that's enough, right? Let's get out of here.
One more, we'll wipe them all out.
Give me a break. Locked on. Go down.
Enemy's got a lock. Breaking.
Caution, enemy has a lock.
Thought so.
Behind me?
Enemy has a lock. Fox 2.
Lock on. Good night.
Locked on bandits. Attacking.
We're approaching the marine platform. 1 minute remaining.
Get those planes off the runway. We have to send up fighters now. All right, scramble.
Enemy fighters have just taken off from the platform. Eliminate these fighters with extreme prejudice before they can threaten the mission.
Welcome. We'll swat those flies down into the drink. Fox 2. Fox 2. They're after me. I need cover.
30 seconds remaining.
On my enemy's tail. Breaking from enemy.
Locked on, you're mine.
Cyclones 4. Dodge that attack.
Locked on bandit. Attacking.
I've got guns pointed at my back.
Missile fired. Evaded.
Enemy fighters down by 30%.
The enemy's arrogance will be their downfall. It's time we take the fight to them.
Attention all aircraft. Operation complete. The enemy won't recover from this one. You did great out there. I think tonight's the night we finally open that bottle.
I think I understand the new boss's style.
Our other newcomer is a unique character. The old squad was bad, and I guess it's no different here. I could really perform, if only I had some partners I could trust.
No need to worry. I got your back. Relax and do your thing.
Give me a break.
Sorry, but I'm gonna eat while I work.
The mission was a success. You did more to hobble the enemy's sea power than we first expected. Outstanding work. This should free up our allies who have been bogged down on the East Coast. In addition, this success allows us to finally move on and initiate the operation to shoot down the Arsenal bird. We have a long road ahead of us. Get some rest while you can. Our counteroffensive has changed the course of the war. However, the western part of the continent and the area around the space elevator still remain under Erusian control. As you all know, this is because they have those damn Arsenal birds controlling the skies around the lighthouse. So, we're going to use Stonehenge for a long-range attack against the Arsenal bird. In addition to helping to destroy the asteroid, Stonehenge was also utilized by the Erusian forces as a weapon in the Continental War. However, the majority of the artillery is out of action after an air raid by the Independent State Allied forces. When that happened, the main base was being repaired from the damage caused by the asteroid, so it managed to escape the bombardment. The Osean Army continued the repairs in secret and managed to reactivate its base systems. Once preparations are complete, we'll be able to fire again. However, the officer in charge has yet to confirm whether it can be fired more than once. In other words, it is looking like we may have only one chance to be able to bring down one of those invulnerable arsenal birds. We're going all in on this one plan. The Erusian forces have detected our movements and are marching on Stonehenge. The arsenal bird is closing in, but if our operation goes as planned, we should be able to shoot it down before it reaches the operation area. We've set up strong points we call menhirs around Stonehenge. Provide them with air support, while keeping air superiority. Our mission is to protect Stonehenge until it can shoot down that monster bird. If we can shoot down even just one arsenal bird, it will significantly reduce the scale of the enemy's air defense network. Stonehenge is our only way of bringing down an arsenal bird. Missing is a luxury we cannot afford.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up and running, what I need most from you is time. As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
That was Major Deanna McConey. I'm Warrant Officer Lehman, a specialist.
We're now commencing the operation to destroy the Arsenal bird.
It's gonna be a long fight. Don't waste any ammo.
So that's Stonehenge, huh? It's bigger than I imagined. Uglier, too.
Look at that mess of cables. They're using generator trucks to run it.
Are we sure that thing's even gonna fire? Seriously, I mean, how old is it?
If it doesn't, then our luck is run dry. I'd get praying if I were you.
Well, if it works, it'll bring down even an Arsenal bird.
Big if. And it'd have to hit.
Men here 6. Enemy tank to the head. Located an enemy tank. Longcaster, requesting close air support.
Men here 6. Request for air support confirmed. Help is on the way.
Listen up. Our job is to defend here. That's all. You got it? This should be easy. Go on your paycheck.
I'm headed up to here with those damn enemy aircraft. The main comm! Must destroy Stonehenge!
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Excellent. They've halted. Pin them down!
This one's
This
mine.
is Men here 6. The enemy ground forces have been eliminated. Much obliged for the air support. All right, guys. This time you get a whole 45 seconds. Grab some chow or something.
Powering main system. Cold boot. Skipping sequences 47 to 97.
Activating. You just need one shot.
We can't afford to lose anyone right now.
This is Men here 7. We've linked up with ground and air support and are ready to drive the enemy back.
Enough. Clear all threats.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Bombers, bearing 190. Stonehenge won't survive a bomb run. You have to stop them.
We've only got 60% green. We've got 30% yellow, 10% is red.
Well, it has been sitting here rusting away for the past 20 years. I'd say a few punches are to be expected. Hurry and verify the reds and yellows.
Allied aircraft, don't worry about us. Take out those bombers.
Target acquired.
This is Men here 7. We are getting overrun. We need reinforcements.
Men here 7 is hot. Let's go give him some help.
Gotcha. Fox 2.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Our objective isn't wiping out the enemy forces. It's defending Stonehenge.
Hostile bomber destroyed. Nice work. Keep Stonehenge safe for us.
Missile.
Target obliterated.
Is that thing really gonna fire?
Power level is at 40%. 42%. Come on, damn it!
Come on, baby. Be good. We need you. Punch 2!
All enemies attacking Men here 5 have been eliminated. Good job.
My target's around. Firing.
Missile.
The enemy isn't letting up. There's just no end in sight.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Men here 7 here. Enemy aircraft approaching. They're gonna clean this place out. If we don't get air support, we're dead.
End of our line of sight. Going friendly fire.
That fire squadron's a real pain in the ass. Put them away from the front lines with some sporadic fire.
Locked on.
I'll take him out. More hostiles advancing towards Men here 6. Ground forces haven't noticed yet.
Let's take out the enemy while our friends are still on their feet.
Strider Squadron, if you get lost, head towards Trigger.
Breaking off.
Missile hit. Keep your eyes glued to the ground. Destroy those closest to our allies first.
Oh, baby, we're saved! Whoever is flying the plane with 3 lines, I'm buying you a beer later. This is Men here 7. Enemy reinforcements. They're attacking in waves. the aircraft to the LRSSG. Our target is on the ground. Change your objective.
More bombers. They're high. Altitude 8,000. Bearing 150.
The enemy's going all out, too.
Keep an eye on Strider.
Railgun power supply is... Damn it. Numbers aren't going up.
Bypass through the auxiliary condenser.
Come on, damn it!
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Missile.
Man, here 7 looks bad. I don't think they're gonna make it.
Fighters keep taking out our reinforcements.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Take out all bombers.
Let's fill them full of
Got
missiles
the
before
cars.
they give up.
Locked on.
This is Men Here 5. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. We're ready to take it to them.
It's like goddamn whack-a-mole out here. I'm already exhausted.
Grit your teeth and fly. Remember that the fate of the whole war depends on this mission.
Missile.
We can see the smoke from here. Did you get those bombers?
Yeah, and single-handedly.
The bird with the 3 lines. It's gotta be him.
We gotta take out the enemy base no matter what. Send in the tanks.
This is Glimmer. I shut that stupid alarm clock.
There's gotta be a cap on their numbers.
Time to bomb Stonehenge.
This is mission for Stonehenge.
Bandit on your 6.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target acquired. Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Missile evaded.
Stonehenge personnel, focus on your jobs. Don't stare out the windows.
Missile launched.
This is Men Here 6. We're taking heavy losses. I repeat, we need air support ASAP. Any chance for that air support?
It's a big maze.
This is Glimmer. Mission accomplished. Looks like I made it in time.
Around like headless chickens.
Why do they have to go in
Out of the visual.
That's their survey techs. I've had to take them out.
What the hell? You're supposed to be the ones on the offensive. How did they get us on the ropes?
We've wiped out half of them. Keep it up!
More guests. Bombers and their escorts. Bearing 170.
Oh, shit. I want to go smack them down, but those boys below are hanging on by a thread. You want me to choose? Power level is at 80%. You think we should take our shot?
Patience. Don't want to waste everyone's hard work. Let's wait till 100.
I guess you're right. Give the fire control system one last check while we're waiting.
Roger. This is Men Here 6. That's the last of the enemy reinforcements. I gave my men a 15-minute vacation. Sorry, I need to show a freedom myself. I've been working on my lost limbs. I should be back before lunch.
What did you say?
This is Men Here 6. We're down to about half strength. Please, I want to save every last man possible. We need help.
Target hit.
We've already thrown everything we've got at Stonehenge. What's it gonna take?
Missile launched.
Just need to hold out for a little longer.
More bombers approaching.
Move it!
I knew wave attacks were a thing, but I didn't think
Stonehenge is taking fire.
Just keep
Remember,
going.
the mission relies on this place staying pristine.
The enemy's getting desperate. This operation is every bit as important to them as it is to us.
Stonehenge is taking damage. Major McConey, are you all right in there?
Major is busy with the work. We're gonna need you to please keep up the defense.
We've lost contact with Men Here 6. Protect Stonehenge for them.
Breaking. Enemy has a lock.
Worst case scenario, we can divert the enemy pilot's attention. Our guys can take care of business while we serve as decoys. Breaking out of lock. Bandit sighted.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile evaded. Locked on.
Evading missile.
Missile.
Fox 2.
That should take care of the reinforcements facing Menhir 5. Good going.
That's how you know it's important. Looks like we're helping shape history here.
Bandits on your 6. Watch it.
Missile.
Prepare to launch an all-out attack. Don't stop until Stonehenge is rubble.
Medic! We've got a man down over here!
Strider 3 launching missile.
Enemy rocket unit coming from the southwest. And Helo-borne assault from the northeast. They're planning a direct assault on Stonehenge. Stop them.
Strider 1 destroyed target.
Let's split up. Take whichever way you like.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on.
Bad news. Menhir 7 isn't responding.
Son of a bitch. We left him to die.
Position. He's mine.
Just save who you can.
Okay, the Helo unit's all yours, Trigger. Lead the way and eliminate the enemy. Cyclops will take the rocket unit.
Target acquired.
Roger that.
Target shot down. Fox 2.
Understood. Commencing mission. Chopper is on its way to Stonehenge.
We're doing everything we can to fire as quickly as possible. Just buy us some time until then.
Prepare to fire. They know we're here. So shoot them before they shoot us. How long till you're ready? Once we fire, that cannon will crumble and the battle will end. Requesting backup and refused. Bandit in my sights. Locked on. Missile in the air.
Helo assault unit is down. If they had infiltrated Stonehenge, it would have been all over. Good work. Cyclops Squadron has eliminated the rocket unit. Keep it up. Target acquired.
You're given my program a lot of the time it needs. Stonehenge will be ready to fire shortly.
Stand by. I'm picking up something on my radar. The signal is massive. It's the Arsenal bird.
I have visual. Arsenal bird confirmed.
Here they come.
A swarm of UAVs is launching from the Arsenal bird. Keep them away from Stonehenge.
Closer the target, fewer the variables. How long till we can fire?
Firing in 60!
Hear that? Keep us safe till then.
Fire control system inspection complete. Radar error correction is good to go.
He's not responding. What's that over in the Sunday vehicle?
Missile.
Releasing safety! Cooling system active.
Confirm voltage.
Voltage stable. 30 seconds.
We have confirmation. Live projectile is loaded.
Power level is at 100%.
15 seconds.
Frame control?
All green.
Initiate final countdown.
Understood. Commencing final countdown. I'm not calling 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stop the countdown. We've lost the target.
I'm starting to shut down.
Gone? The stupid thing is flying in the open.
The survey data isn't updating. No response from our spotter.
Survey vehicle down.
Missile.
Those vehicles were Stonehenge's eyes.
Stall warning.
Without those,
Missile.
I'm sorry.
Missile.
Don't give up yet, Major. We still have sensors. Our eyes. The oldest sensors in the book. What are you scheming?
They're too unreliable. But
Not bad.
that's something.
Impossible. Rerouting circuit. We can't do any more. Half the battery containers are out. We can't carry out our mission.
Come on, damn it! Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Pair up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Wilco. Jaeger, you take the lead.
It's readying its APS.
I'm going. The propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Oh, you damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job.
Cal, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. So do you...
on the Arsenal bird's central propeller.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
The propeller has been disabled. He's gasping for air now.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range table? Well, isn't that curious?
They knew what they were doing.
This whole operation is crazy.
Missile.
Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird. Cooling system active.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the Arsenal bird and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact.
Missile.
Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out!
I've been hit. I have to eject.
Lancaster, send a request for rescue. Conditions look grim. Expect some injuries.
60 seconds remain.
They took out Strider 1.
Attention all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Pair up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Missile. Missile.
Wilco. Jaeger, you take the lead.
Missile.
It's readying its APS.
Missile.
I'm going. The propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Oh, you damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job!
Direct hit on the
Cal,
Arsenal
we
bird's
need someone
central
who can take
propeller.
down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range table? Well, isn't that curious?
Guess they knew what they were doing.
The central propeller has been disabled.
This whole operation is crazy.
Just losing lift.
Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the Arsenal bird and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact. Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out!
I've been hit. I have to eject.
Lancaster, send a request for rescue. Conditions look grim. Expect some injuries.
60 seconds remain.
Give me a second. It's been a while since I've used something this archaic. Does the angle on this table account for wind and Coriolis force?
We can see the ocean flag from here. Not much wind. Rest is just instinct.
All right, that takes care of the propellers. Arsenal bird is slowing down.
I knew my faith was well placed, Trigger.
Cyclops 4 has been hit. Are you all right?
I'm fine. We can't lose any more allies.
Knock that off. Push yourself too hard and you're dead. Get back to base.
Wilco, over.
Propeller destroyed.
Power level is at 80%. Confirm voltage.
Voltage stable.
Power level is at 100%.
We've done our part. Stonehenge, shoot!
Understood. Begin final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Strider 1 was shot down.
Pro skills.
Attention all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Pair up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
No.
Jaeger, you take the lead.
Next hit on the Arsenal bird's central propeller. It's readying its APS. slowing down.
I knew my faith was well placed, Trigger.
I'm going. Propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job!
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
Missile. Missile.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range tables? Well, isn't that curious?
They knew what they were doing.
This whole operation is crazy. Well, only a total madman could bring down the arsenal bird. Cooling system active.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the arsenal bird, and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be
Flavor
exact.
brother.
Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out!
I've been hit. I have to eject.
Lancaster, send a request for rescue. Conditions look grim. Expect some injuries.
Give me a second. It's been a while since I've used something this archaic. Does the angle on this table account for wind and Coriolis force?
We can see the ocean flying from here. Not much wind. The rest is just instinct.
Missile. Missile.
Cyclops 4 has been hit. Are you all right?
Power level is at 80%. That's fine. We can't lose any more allies.
Knock that off. Push yourself too hard and you're dead. Get back to base.
Wilco over.
Propeller stalled.
Power level is at 100%.
We've done our part. Stonehenge, shoot.
Understood. Begin final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Adjusting angle.
3, 2, 1. Fire! Hit, damn it!
Is it really over now?
Reporting mission success. Lehman, this victory belongs to you. That was a good lesson on the importance of manual control.
Today's MVPs are the LRSSG.
I'll say, especially those two lead birds. They're the Ocean Big Shots. We can win if we follow them. The Ocean Big Shots?
You mean the Ocean Big Shot?
Looks like we're on the offensive now. The enemy's defensive range dropped along with that arsenal bird.
That just means more pie for us.
Are we gonna eat the whole thing?
The brass is always hungry for more. They've got a bottomless appetite. But enough about that. Get some rest now before the counterattack.
Yeah, we got our hands dirty for nothing. The guys were babbling about a 3-line marking. Look into that for me.
Attention.
The mission succeeded, but at a great cost. This victory marks a strategic turning point. The enemy has only one arsenal bird left, and the defensive grid around the space elevator has been decimated. We can expect a counteroffensive by Osean forces everywhere.
I was born downtown, in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
The destruction of one of their arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Eruse's air defense network. Osean forces have moved into the areas where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Yuzian continent. However, Erusia is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata. For the past 72 hours, they've put their resources and people into action and have already entered the final stages of a launch. The missile silo is deep underground. To destroy it, we'll need a bomber to drop a huge deep penetration bomb in a precise place. Unfortunately, that airspace is thick with clouds at the moment, so it'll be difficult for a bomber to hit the target accurately. Normally, we'd wait for the weather to clear, but with the situation being what it is, we don't have that option. So, we will be the bomber's eyes and find the missile silo. You'll all be equipped with targeting pods instead of special weapons. We need you to fly at low altitude and visually identify which silo they're activating, then acquire it with your targeting pod. Once you press the firing switch, the bombers will drop their payload based on the location data provided by the targeting pod. You will need to keep the silo in the center of your sight until the bomb hits its target, or else it will miss entirely. It takes a high level of airmanship to properly guide these bombs to their targets while flying in place. Naturally, we assume the enemy has positioned anti-air artillery and aircraft in the area of operations, so stay alert. Additionally, we suffered human and material losses in the last battle, so Cyclops Squadron will sit this one out. Trigger, it's up to you to make this work with just Strider Squadron.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Erusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that arsenal bird. We've got the bombs. You do the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with a circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down.
Target in gun range. Targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered.
Bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the Ocean garrison. Soldiers' lives are at stake. We have no time.
They've completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Let's end this madness.
Dropping another bunker buster will take some time. Aim carefully.
Strider 4, Fox 2.
Enemy fighter approaching. Fill it full of lead.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Target destroyed. Missile silo destroyed. That makes 2. No launch signs yet.
We might be able to pull this off. Let's keep it up and get the rest of these silos.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
This is a serious mission. Was it Wiseman who gave Strider 2 to count? A formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it. I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he made me there to shoot my ear off.
They have a lock on me. Graham 7, attack hit. Continuing assault.
We did it. That takes care of that. Nice work.
Target acquired.
Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay.
I'm getting tired of looking for these silos. Let's go have a little fun, all right?
We lost the friendly.
Behind the enemy.
Strider 1, you're entering clouds.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Hit, but it was off the mark. Let's give him another.
The warhead should be exposed. Standard weaponry will suffice. Take your pick.
I've got you. They evaded it.
Missile silo destroyed.
Where do we look next? The sky feels open and free today. As a Cyclops, I felt like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back under the company commander's thumb again. What a pain in the ass.
5 minutes remaining. Missile inbound! Missile inbound! Chaff and flares are running low. Trigger, the bomb has been dropped.
That was a mistake. No structures visible.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Bunker buster away.
Where's the explosion? Looks like this wasn't one of the real silos.
Lockdown bandit, attacking.
Enemy has a lock!
Enemy block me. Breaking up.
Taking fire! I'm like a wolf that's been let off its leash. These guys won't know what hit him. I thought you were a bird freed from its cage.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Boom! Right on the money.
Hit. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
There's only one silo remaining. Bandit on your 6. 3 minutes remaining. Trigger, the bomb has been dropped. All missile silos have been destroyed.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
Bandit sighted.
He dodged it!
Confirmed signature on our radar. Warning, we confirm another launch. Take it out.
Enemy's got a lock!
Enemy has fled. Enemy behind you. Heads up.
Missile. 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 Missile.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed.
Incoming!
They got a beat on you.
I've been spiked.
Missile away.
I'm cornered.
All of the missiles have been destroyed.
I was cutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me? You had us sweating up here, and there wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash. Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
Arugio.
We have successfully prevented an enemy ballistic missile attack. Strider Squadron, you did very well without your unit commander. We are now preparing for the final stage of our long-range operation, seizing the capital. With the loss of an arsenal bird, followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erussia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility. 1,500 meters to tanker. Bank right. Altitude is too high. Descend. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 meters. You have permission to access the refueling tanker. 100. 50 meters. That's some nice flying, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Strider 1, you have passed through Waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Nasa's 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood.
Strider 1, you've passed through Waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. And the best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
You've passed Waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Spotted enemy aircraft in the valley headed for the base.
We've been detected. We've lost the element of surprise.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling.
Strider 1, you have passed through Waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Caution.
Strider, Basilisk 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Caution.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Fort Bounty.
Caution. Pull up.
Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. Now, the best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Watch your speed.
Caution alert.
Strider 1, your altitude is too high. Check your altimeter and reduce altitude at once.
Caution.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. 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 Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution alert.
Strider 1, you've exceeded the altitude restriction. You most likely triggered the enemy's radar. We've lost the element of surprise.
Trigger's down!
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out.
Caution. Pull up.
Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Caution. Pull up.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Pull up.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Basilisk 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
Caution. Pull
We'll
up.
get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Caution.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2.
Pull up.
The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Fort Bounty. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. Now, the best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Watch your speed.
Caution. Caution.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
detected. We've lost the element of surprise. Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, vastly too high. Our current ETA matches ours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, fall when you win. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution, caution, caution.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. And the best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution, pull up. 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 Caution, pull up.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Target eliminated. Fox 2. Strider 1, target acquired.
Enemies are attacking! Where the hell did they come from? Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Yes, they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better. Strider 1 has crashed.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Target eliminated. Target acquired. Fox 2.
Enemies are attacking!
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Where the hell did they come from? Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Yes, they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better. That takes care of all the SAM sites.
This is Basilisk 1. Arrived at the AO. Landing now.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, mission to failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. Gotta move on time when Phoenix is free.
Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Broadcaster, hostiles are still near the LZ. We can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them? Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies at the LZ.
That's the last of our anti-aircraft. They've all been taken out.
Stall warning.
I'm spiked. Evading.
Missile launched.
Caution, enemy has a lock. Missile inbound, evade!
Locked on bandit.
Stall warning.
Attack missed.
Enemy's got a lock.
Friendly down.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
This is Basilisk 1. Landing now. Trust your allies and keep moving. This base is ours for the taking.
Wait in the base, Commander. What are you waiting for?
Stall warning.
Watch that bandit.
The friendly has been shot down.
You've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of him for us.
Strider 1, missile away. Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. You have our deck.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Escaping rock. Breaking away.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Ally has been shot down.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Wake up! Missile coming your way!
You still got 3 enemy fighters left. It's not over yet.
Emergency! See the enemy reinforcements? We're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
Stall warning.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the ranks. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
2 remaining.
This is 2-2. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy.
Dodge.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
That's it. Take out those 2. We can force our way inside the facility.
Target acquired.
We're behind. Don't let them get in the way.
Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Keep pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay. Start running on the count of 3.
Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Sarge, tear down that barricade.
How'd it go?
Stall warning.
One, the base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time.
Whew. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. We'll do the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 3,000.
Strider 1, you have passed through.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me, so I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone. Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital. Half the enemy's already down. That LR SSG's really jumping.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Roger. The park will be secured. The Uzi and Big Shots clear the way.
I know the feeling.
Squad 1, be careful up there. We shot down many. HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
Has a radar lock on me.
Hold your ground.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Locked on.
Trigger,
Go down.
and for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Target destroyed.
Enemy got away. Breaking them up.
Target is in range of guns.
Locked on. Lights out. On the enemy's tail.
He dodged it.
Evading missile.
Fox 2.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Fox 2.
Where did these guys come from? My job just got that much harder.
Friendly confirmed lost.
Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Lucian.
Roger.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Missile, evade! Missile launched.
This fleet won't lose. We have experience on our side.
Attack did not hit. Fox 2.
Keep sending the enemy forces to their watery graves. Whoa. Target hit.
If we could just land here, it would change the course of the battle considerably.
Enemy vessel
Three strikes
destroyed.
overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
They have a lock on me.
Carelessness, pride, arrogance. Stand careful. They can turn the battle against us in a heartbeat.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given these circumstances.
Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack.
Ship, use your own discretion.
Target hit.
Watch out! Missile on its way!
guys just won't give up.
Splashed! Enemy's got a lock!
Missile, breaking! Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into jerkbait.
The enemy morale is still high. Stay strong.
Strider 1, package away.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. Just how many did we lose? Damn it, 3 strikes is back. I'm on his back. Fight, breaking away.
What do you mean, retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing.
I want to be as badass as 3 strikes.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces from an enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Strider 1, nice work.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Tear down that barricade.
We must take advantage of this opening.
Firing.
Take commanders down!
That area's all yours, Strider. We'll back up 1 squadron at the Silver Bridge.
This is Salamander 6. Hostile has a lock.
You shot down one of us!
Target acquired. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Over half our forces are neutralized. Our tanks and combat vehicles are knocked out. This mostly fall into the enemy's air support.
We're evenly matched. It'll be a grind.
We can't let them get past us.
Strider 1, package away. Target eliminated.
Attack missed.
Break through the enemy lines and make your way to the headquarters.
Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is 1 missile and your history.
Lancaster, this is Mage 1. We'll handle the rest.
All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, LRSSG. We'll take it from here.
Attack missed.
People after me. Breaking!
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them.
Target acquired. In gun range.
Controls are responsive. Detecting. Good luck.
Put your backs into it, men. If we get through this, creeps are on me. Enemy vessels, fire!
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
Understood. Understood. The battle conditions are changing constantly. I don't like it one bit.
5 minutes remaining.
Missile launched! Evade!
Strider 1 is hit.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Requesting fire for range. Coordinates 2294-5002. Target is enemy MBT formation. Fire for effect with your strongest rounds. The enemy's striking back with everything they got.
Strider 3 launching missile.
We need that bridge to establish our position. Give those ground troops all support they need. Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Bracketing is complete. Fire for effect. Roger. Team firing data. Azimuth 2870, elevation 237. Prepare the volley. Fire.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
Roger. Team firing data. Azimuth 2870, elevation 237. Prepare the volley. Fire.
Forward! We still have a chance at victory! It's much easier to defend once you've taken up attack positions.
Don't let them any closer.
And impact! Tucker 2-4. Go easy on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support.
Target acquired. You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
Conditions keep changing. These battles are... Keep firing on the move!
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Ready? Fire! We've got the crows to give us air support.
Strider 1, this is Control. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
3 minutes remaining. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Lock 2. The can't evade lock.
This is phase 1. The launching reconstruction part is under our control. Now, on to the enemy headquarters. Hey, those are our planes. Keep them away.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Target was not struck.
Don't stop.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. 2 minutes remaining.
They evaded it. They're after me. I need cover.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Salamander 6, clock.
Picking up.
Missile away.
Our strategy is about to pay off. Missile was a new break.
Evade that missile, Strider 2.
Hostile has a lock.
Strider 1 down to hostile.
Target is hit. 1 minute remaining.
Enemy ranks are crumbling. Attack their right flank. This is our chance.
One bandage back.
Target acquired. Strider 1, target destroyed.
They got a lock on you, Strider 1.
30 seconds remaining.
Sorry, but I won't be patient.
Confirmed destroyed.
piece of me? You got it.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Locked on, you're mine.
Behind the enemy. All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Longcaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. Two bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSS Gene, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the Snowbirds. The 2 leaders are in a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst. Enemy's got a lock. Strider 3, watch your tail. Don't get too far ahead.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
Locked on.
One ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Fox 2. Enemy has a lock on me. Missile launched, evade!
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Missile evaded.
Bandit, right behind me.
Shaking off enemy lock.
Taking evasive action.
Locked on.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Ship 5 is hit. Sorry, I gotta bail out.
You did well.
You sure he's here?
Shaking Bandit. I have a lock.
Strider 1, missile away.
I see they've still got a worthy pilot.
Say goodbye.
Enemy has a lock on me.
Why didn't that hit?
The ship was sunk soon after. That's the last we heard from them.
What's this guy
Not
eating?
long before our forces are routed. Missile! Invade! Enemy has a lock on you, Strider 1.
Looks like they're on our tail.
Call in our air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Even the escorts are seasoned.
I'm hit!
Enemy has a lock on me. Stay focused. We've still got a monster to slay.
This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject.
I have a lock.
Took him out one by one.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry. He's gonna make it. Taking fire. Listen, Trigger. Real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. Enemy's got a lock. All right, he grabbed a bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Fox 2.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger, but my boys won't let you have it.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Shaking Bandit.
Target is hit.
Nice.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is
Wiseman!
down.
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman! Stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2. You're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. Duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Wilco, Count. These guys are way out of my league. I can't even get in close to them.
Target was not struck. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Good lord. All we can do is rely on our best pilot now.
Shit. This guy's too tough.
I don't think I can take him on.
You're holding your own out there.
Shaking bandit.
Missile hit!
Good job. All right.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn it.
reaching out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Osean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them, so Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, Both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osia's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osia and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osian convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant, Masa, it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osian army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock.
Stall warning.
The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. ID'd as Osean Forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Stall warning.
Target destroyed.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
So you were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Target acquired.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
Fire! Cease fire! We're on your side, you idiot!
It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
Strider 1, AA got destroyed.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
Nice work, Leos 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes.
Weapons hold!
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this? If we do not realize our ideals, what point is there in living? It's best that you leave this country.
It's Erusian military.
Kicks down door. The U.S. Army is here.
What are you thinking?
Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaBarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Missile launched.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go. We archived all the footage that we've shot for when the communication networks come back online.
He dodged it. We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
How are you? Are you still in this?
Nice work. That takes care of that one. We're heading for the highway. Thanks to you, we got out of paying that toll.
I'll wait before firing. Bail out now. Wheels 1, stop. Check your IFS. It's a friendly.
Strider 1 was shot down.
Oof.
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Wait. The General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General LaBarge are the real patriots. Onward!
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go. We archived all the footage that we've shot for when the communication networks come back online.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Target acquired.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. Enemy on your back.
Nice work. That takes care of that one. We're heading for the highway. Thanks to you, we got out of paying that toll.
This is AWACS Argus. Those who can hear us are our allies. Your new orders are to dispose of Eduard Labarth. The Ocean Army officer with him is an imposter.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous in Grudner Park. Captain Carter, do you ever needs to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Objective, destroy 3 strikes. You guys have reported around the war, leading our country even further into ruin.
I'm hit! Get this guy off my back! Enemy sighted. Open fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Lancaster. Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit?
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him. They knocked out Trigger!
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Entering cloud cover.
Scratches on the tail. Yeah, those guys are part of Russia's people unit.
Get them before they get us!
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
I'm hit! Get this guy off my back!
Fox 2.
Open fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good. still have drones at our disposal. It's too early for peace talks. Please, watch out for the straight from the high heavens. An armored vehicle's behind us. Vehicle forced by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
This is AWACS Longcaster.
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
Those guys shooting up there, aren't they both Oseans?
Almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
The General is speaking with the commander.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Osean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
From here on out, all aircraft are prohibited from taking off.
With the main conflict concluded, regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle over stabilization of the nation. The Erusian government has defined these groups, along with those trying to independently make peace with Osean, as rebels.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just wheels. Taking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harling and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harling's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
We're the only ones here on our side!
Strider 2, Fox 2!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
I'm gonna open this guy up. The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
It's the Osean military.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
How'd you at last, Longcaster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Nice. Glad to see the Oseans attacking the radicals. We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Welcome.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. We've reached the rendezvous point, and there's the chopper too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. From all the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp. Uh-huh. Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco. Strider 1, target eliminated.
How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Big shots, dude. I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
9. No good. Shit.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
I'm taking fire, but I can still fight. Feel it out.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
They're in my way.
Duck here. Strider 3 launching missile.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Enemy is firing.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... the drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Osean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Missile.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Missile. Missile.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Launched.
Can't abort the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it from location. Which unit is behind this?
Enemy on your back. Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Our drones headed this way.
Stall warning.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
I've been spiked.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, bandit splashed.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Locked on bandit.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
abandoned.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Strider 1, target eliminated. Bandit has a lock.
Five bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need. Autonomous motor is fully functional. Good crap. It's not enough to be really functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when? What do you mean? They are after the data, aren't they?
Four bandits left.
Enemy on your back.
Strider 1, missile launched. Strider 1, target acquired. 3 bandits to go.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Two bandits left. Show them what you got. One bandit to go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft. Ocean's army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake. Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we've listened to this. No, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns? It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army...
And that's all for now. Thanks for coming, and see you again.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.